who's been your left back?
Yeah, I think Sessegnon.
Okay, so guys, I'm sorry for not uploading in nearly 2 months, but today, who am I joined by?
Harry.
Harry's my friend. If you've never saw him on the channel before, Harry, what we're doing today?
Today we're building our own England Euros team.
Yeah, so we're both English, as you can see. Do we look French?
Bonjour.
But we're doing a Euro team for this year for England. This is if every single player English in the world is fit. So like obviously Harry Kane and Rashford are both injured at the minute. They might be back or they might not be, but there might be injuries picked up along the way. This is if every single player is fit for the Euros. So this is our team for it. So who have you picked in goal, Harry?
Well, in goal, I think you'll agree, is Pickford, because his handling and diving is absolutely immense. Like I think it was the save he made against when the free kick when it was going top bins and he tipped it over.
Right, as much as I hate Pickford so much,
Yeah,
because he's a Mackem, I would actually pick Dean Henderson, who's on loan from Man U at Sheffield United, because of how good he's been this season. But because Dean Henderson never played in a major tournament like the World Cup or Euros before, I've got to pick Pickford, as he's kind of used to wearing an England shirt as much as I hate him. So we'll both pick Pickford in goal. Harry, who have you put right back?
I put Trent, because not only is he a scouse, he's absolutely can assist goals as well as score them.
Yeah, Trent's one of the best right backs in the world at the minute, Alexander-Arnold, and he could assist, he could score, he could do whatever a right back needs to do. So I don't think there's much of an option than him. Well, there is, because there's people like Trippier, Wan-Bissaka, Kyle Walker, but I think he's the number one out of them. So Trent and right back. Have you put centre back?
I put Gomez, because not only is he strong, he's quite quick as well. So say when we've got like people like Haaland or someone coming back, bam.
Okay, so people like, I've picked Gomez too. He could be getting injured, to be honest. Like he's got injured so many times in his career. But if he's fit, he would be my starter centre back for the Euros. He's did well at Liverpool, and I think he deserves his place in the England team. Who have you put as the other centre?
I put Maguire, because he's not as quick as Gomez, but if you look how many times, like for Man U, he's run forward. He's like not scared to run forward, and he's also quite strong, so you can like show people off the ball.
And he's really good at heading.
Yeah,
I've also put Maguire. Cost £80 million. Yeah.
Expensive defender.
Yeah. He played in the World Cup for England, and I think he deserves it again, and I think he'd be good in the World Cup, the Euros. So, Harry, I think this is the first one when we haven't agreed on the same player. Who's been your left back?
Yeah, I think Sessegnon, because if you see, when he's been playing for Tottenham, the amount of plays he's made and runs he's made up the line, and even if he doesn't start at left back, he can play anywhere.
I do agree that Sessegnon's a young kid, but I don't even think he starts for Tottenham. So
I mean, I might have made the wrong decision here. Fair if Frank Lampard was the manager of England, but you know, still going for Sessegnon.
Yeah, Sessegnon's still a young player with a good future, but I don't think he's ready to start for England if he's not even starting for Tottenham. So I've put Ben Chilwell left back. I think he's the best English left back at the minute. It was obviously Ashley Young in the World Cup, but he's too old for international now, I think. So yeah, Ben Chilwell doing well with Leicester in the league and knows how to play left back. So Ben Chilwell is my left back. Who have you played as your first midfielder?
Well, if we're talking CDM, I've put Jordan Henderson, because he, who you would agree, is one of the best captains in the Premier League, 100%. He's led Liverpool to the Champions League and twice, and he's also he can sort the team out.
Yeah, he won't be the captain for England as Kane was in the World Cup,
Yeah.
but I'd be, as much as I hate him because he's a Mackham, as well as Pickford, Henderson in the team, yeah,
Strong
for,
as well.
for his leadership, and he's still a pretty good player, to be honest. So Henderson, we'll both agree on that one. Who's your other midfielder, Harry?
My second midfielder is James Maddison, because not only can he create goals like Trent, but he can also score goals. Free kick taker he could be. Free kick shout. And he can just bang goals in from anywhere, really. I would have, he could play Grealish, because Grealish has been a good player for Aston Villa.
Yeah, Maddison, this time in the last Euros in 2016, James Maddison was leaving Coventry, believe it or not, to go to Norwich. It's a lot that changes in 4 years. Maddison is doing unbelievable for Leicester this season. Arguably their best player, maybe Jamie Vardy, but definitely one of them. And Maddison, yeah, I think he deserves to be wearing an England shirt now. Maddison's my
He's
can.
been on the bench as well. If you look, some of the games we've played, some of the friendlies, him and Ward-Prowse have come on. So, maybe.
Okay, so who's your other midfielder?
I've chosen good old Oxlade. Not only is he quite fast, he's strong, and he can score and set up goals.
That's your fourth Liverpool player in this team. But Liverpool are really good, so.
Yeah.
Oxlade-Chamberlain, I haven't picked him. I've picked Dele Alli instead. I don't know why they're both doing similar this season. If you asked us last season who's better, Dele Alli or Oxlade-Chamberlain, I would have definitely said Dele Alli. But I think because Dele Alli played in the World Cup, and I think he did in the Euros too. Actually, I don't know if he did in the Euros, but Dele
I think he
Alli
was injured for that.
has to play in the Euros this year. So, Harry, onto the front three in my team. Who have you played on the right?
In the right, I've started Jadon Sancho, because he's one of the best players for Dortmund beside Haaland, and he can he's quick, skillful, go on defenders
Yeah, Sancho is one of the best youngsters in the world, in my opinion. He's got an incredible future. I think he'll definitely be one of the world's best, even though he already is really performing for Dortmund.
Yeah.
But I haven't picked Sancho because I just think my front three, you can't leave any of them out. So I've picked Raheem Sterling on the right wing. He's been playing left wing for Man City this season, but I still think he can play the right wing role.
Because cut inside.
Yeah, and Sterling is one of the best winners out there. Sterling deserves his place on the Euros. Who have you played on the left?
On the left, I was going to start Sterling, but then Rashford caught my eye, because if you think, when he's played Kosovo and all that, he's been cutting inside, taking shots, and he's quick as well, and we need quick wingers.
Yeah, I've also picked Rashford on the left. Rashford's, considering how good he is, he's also still really young, so still got a really good future, but he definitely deserves his place in the Euros. Yeah. He actually played in the World Cup and the last Euros, even though he was only
19.
Even though he was only 19 in the last Euros, but Rashford deserves his place on the left, and it'll be an incredible front three if our strikers fit. I'm sure you would have picked the same striker as me. Harry, who have you put in strike?
I've put good old Harry Kane. Not only can he score from short range, as he's seen at Tottenham, he can also score from far range. Headers, long shots, penalties. He's key for penalties.
Yeah, Kane's currently injured, but he's got the Golden Boot once or twice in the Premier League. can score goals. He got the golden boot in the World Cup. There's only 2 English players ever got the golden boot in the World Cup, and Harry Kane did that. There's no way he can be starting for England if he's fit. No way. So what a front three both have picked. Guys, what would have you changed? Bye.